Oh shit, Daffy Duck on the beat.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's another Mix It Up Reactions with your host, Joel.
Hey, Jones.
Yeah, and that turd. Be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification when you know when new videos are coming out. And make sure you check out the merch and all that good stuff. And all that goody good too. Go to all my links. MK5 Studios. You'll see it in the descriptions. Check the descriptions. Yeah, that's a weird sound, I know. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be taking a slight break from Avenged Sevenfold. Just a slight one. Just one break. And we're going to be doing a band called Nothing More. Now, Nothing More comes from, I think, San Antonio. I actually played with them at a couple different showcases when they were first starting out. And they were a young band when they actually got on the radio for the first time, which was pretty crazy. And then I think the drummer at the time was Johnny Hawkins, who is now the lead singer of the band. And I think he kind of changed the whole band's, like, where they were coming from, the scope, their music arrangement style, like him and the people that he ended up bringing in afterwards. Because I think he was the only original band member left come the time that they came out with this self-titled album, which this song we're about to watch is that. It's called Ballast. Well, I call it Ballast. I think that's what it was supposed to be called. Let me see.
This is the time?
This is the time, but I always called it Ballast.
Well, it had Ballast in parentheses.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so we're going to be checking out This Is the Time. I tried to look for Christ copyright, but for some reason on their official YouTube channel, they don't have the official music video, but I remember seeing it. I know it exists. So, I mean, it was like a live video where it cut together pieces of live shows and stuff to make the video, but it was still like a music video. I just got to find it now. And
you got to pay the subscription.
Figure out where it is. What?
You got to pay the subscription.
What subscription?
I don't know. Maybe they have one.
Swear your comedy is like
you have all free accounts, so you don't have access to anything.
A dank sack of sadness. Yeah, so dank sack of sadness.
Yeah.
Who likes that dank? So we're gonna check out Nothing More. This is the time. Ballast. So let's check it out, gals and gals. Girls. I screwed that up, didn't I? I said gals and gals. Whatever. Let's check it out, gals and gals.
When did we become these sinking stones?
And their live performance is uncanny.
Holding each other like ransom notes. Dropping our hearts to grip our brothers' throats. I'm on the bottom of the ocean floor. I'm drowning just to keep the score. Blaming the world outside ourselves. Surrounded by mirrors in a sinking ship.
Okay, so I mean, tell me straight up. I know
That's
you
pretty
like
cool,
that.
yeah.
I know you like that.
I was actually surprised at the range of his voice because I was like, I listened and I was looking like, okay, is there a girl? There's not a girl singing. Okay, wow.
He has a high voice and he can sustain that during live shows because their live shows are as crazy as that video. Like he plays the drums. So he'll be on this little mini stage above the normal stage with like a special microphone he made and all this crazy stuff that has a drum kit attached to it, and they'll change it out. And dude, it's a phenomenal show live. And it's so much energy. Even their ballads will make you be like, why do I want to dance to this? This is so weird. It's slow, but moving fast. Like, yeah, they're one of the most talented new bands that I've seen. And they're not technically new because I played with them back in the day by name, I guess. Johnny Hawkins was still in that band. But yeah, his new version that him and his bandmates created, dude, when that album came out, this song was on it. And that was like, I don't know, 8 years ago. But when I heard that, I went, because I was in a new band. And I told my bandmates, I said, look, the style I want to do is a little bit industrial from like the 90s, a little bit of like EDM style stuff. And I want to put hard rock, a little bit of vocal fry and metal in it. But that's what I want. Very melodic, very full. And they were like, oh, I can't really see that. You know, we had issues. But when you're in a band with other people, you got to compromise so that everybody's happy to play it. Because the worst thing you can do is write like 4 songs that one band member really loves and everyone else hates playing. You don't want to do that because it won't have a very successful rate of play. Yeah. And there were a couple songs where I would tell my bandmates like, hey, let's play blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you made me sing that a half an octave higher than it should have been sang. So no, I don't want to play it because I'm going to sound like shit. But yeah, we went through that a lot. Like there was one song I don't think we played for the last 2 years that we played any shows. And they were like, come on, man, you feeling up for it? I'm like, no, because I blow out my vocals. I'm not going to play it at the beginning of the set because I'm going to sound like ass the rest. And I'm not going to play at the end because it won't sound good.
Got nothing left.
Yeah, it's not a good song to put in any place unless you want to play 3 songs where I do nothing and you guys just do stuff. Then I'll have enough time to get my energy back. But no, yeah. So whenever like around that time, you know, we were trying to write this and we got our album done, all this stuff, and then I heard that album for the first time, which had been out for like 3 months. And I listened to it and I went, because a friend of mine was like, dude, Nothing More, you know, they made out a new album. I'm like, dude, I haven't heard of them in forever. And he goes, yeah, you should check it out. It's really cool. And I went, usually I don't listen and I don't care. And I was like, you know what? I'll check it out. You know, just check it out. See what it's like. I saw one video and I went, I got to buy that album now. And then I bought the album and I listened to it and I went, oh, I got to show this to my bandmates. This is what I was talking about. And so I showed it to him. Of course, like my guitar player ignored it and tried to pretend like, oh, that's okay. Like he was trying to downplay it because he didn't want to be like, damn it, that would have been cool if we wrote that shit. But like every other band member was like, so that's what you were going for? I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, it is. They're going to be very successful with this. And they're like, well, I don't know about that. You know how local bands will be like, oh, no, they're going to be very popular. Yeah, of course. Within 6 months after that, they're signed up on Roadrunner and touring the nation. And I'm like, yeah, oh, I don't know, they're going to be popular. I was like, I knew instantly. The minute I got to the 3rd song, I was like, this album is going to do well. Now, if they had released this album 10 years ago or 20 years ago, these guys would have been as famous as like Linkin Park and everything else, because that album can resonate over a good couple of decades. That's how good it is. It would have been very new for, like early 2000s and very new because it would have been a mix of a lot of different styles of music. And that's what I loved about it. And I was so angry. I had the idea because I'd listened to this band called Inner Party System. And I was like, this band's really dope because it's kind of like sounded like the Killers, but it also had more like an EDM style to it and everything else. And I was like, man, I really like this. But what if you had this style with heavy metal and rock? And then maybe like some 90s industrial. I was like, that would be really cool sounding. And then 6 months of writing the album, we get done and I'm like, it sounds nothing like what I wanted. And then like, because you have to make compromises. And then of course this comes out and I'm like, I was so upset and happy at the same time. Happy because I found it, upset that someone got to it before I did and had the idea. And honestly, if I'd have created that style, I promise you they would have done it better because that sounded so fucking perfect that I was like, yeah, this whole album's awesome. There's not one song in this album that sucks. Not one. And I've jammed the shit on the whole album so much I can't even count. I had to buy the album 2 more times because it was so good that I didn't want to listen to digital versions. I went and bought a CD player for my car so I could play the CD in it. How weird is that? Because I used to just do USB drives.
Yeah.
Or I do an aux cable or something like that. So yeah, I bought a CD player just so I could play this album and spin it. And then I scratched that one up. So then I bought a new one and I spun it. And I scratched that one up and I bought another one, spin it. And I scratched it. I mean, they made some money off me.
Joel, you back again? Yep, need one more.
Was that Joel guys? Buy another one, blah, blah, blah. No, I've loved their band. I mean, when I first played with them, they were 16 and 17, and I was probably 19 or 20.
30. Oh, yeah.
19 or 20. I was in a band called Insider at the time. Yeah, it was, I don't know, man. It was really cool.
Video was really good too.
Yeah. The video was perfectly accenting what the song is about without going too much into a certain idea or style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that was good stuff. I kind of want to do another one of their songs.
Well, you can. I mean, you just click the button and, boop.
I want to. I really do. I really do want to do another one of their songs. Because I still have yet to hear like the self-titled album I jammed a crap ton. And I jammed a few songs off the next album, but then I did that thing where Joel does, I don't pay attention and I just exist. And I totally forget the world exists, And they probably put out 2 or 3 albums since then, but I've not listened to any of it. I've not realized its existence, and I should have. What? Stallone's on a series? Tulsa King. I'm going to check that out.
Random.
Go Paramount and Fire TV for you actually got me this time. I'm going to check out a show because you put up a picture of Stallone who kind of looks like he's about a mafia boss in Tulsa. Anyways, but yeah, we're going to do another one.
Did you want to hit the button?
YouTube, nothing more. Anyways.
They want to hit the button?
No. Yeah. Shut up.
Oh. Damn.
I was talking to her.
Yeah, whatever. You looked at me.
I looked at the TV. I was staring at the TV. You just are so hypersensitive.
Boy, just an asshole.
Poor little baby. Oh, people come out for you. People come out for you. That sounded really weird. I'm going to have to cut that old part off. No. What is that? Anyways. So, that was nothing more. This is the time. Ballast. But,
why'd they call it Ballast?
Huh?
Why'd they call it Ballast? You said you called it Ballast, and then that's in parentheses, but.
Well, because when the first album that I had or whatever, it was called Ballast.
Why is that the name?
I assume since they're doing a lot of stuff with oceans.
Okay. Gotcha. Whatever. Say what you were saying. Blah, blah, blah. Like and describe. My name is Joe. Bye to me. Blah, 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 blah.
You just did it. That's
there we
okay.
go.
That's done
Ring
now.
the bell notification, please.
What? Keep your brown notification, please.
Ring the bell.
You did not say that.
We'll find out later.
Where's the brown notification, please? That's what it sounded like. Please, a brown notification, please. Anyways, so that's that. Nothing more. We're gonna be we're gonna check out another Nothing More. I'm sorry, Avenged Sevenfold fans. Check it out. You like it. You know you like it. If you like Avenged Sevenfold Nightmare and you like the self-titled album, you'll like this Nothing More album.
Like we saw you bobbing your heads.
Yeah.
We can see it.
We can watch only you.